The vessel arrested on pontoon 4103 has been held captive due to its location. The vessel would need to either go through the marina lock, which is operated by marina staff, who would need to be asked permission, or to be lifted by the marina crane into the boatyard, again operated by marina staff. The crane has to be pre-booked and is subject to marina charges and boatyard availability, etc. At the time when I had given notice to leave the marina and not renew the berthing licence, the vessel was held for ransom. Series of events ensued. False invoicing, which I refused to pay and disputed. Lock closure for maintenance. Cutting off of water supply. Disabling key fob for access to shower block and facilities, laundry, etc. Gas cylinder purchase was empty and then no more gas cylinders were available for purchase. Power surges to electricity supply to shortcut my electric system and damage my terminals, etc. Trespassing onto my vessel, attempts to sabotage engines and fuel tanks, theft of my dinghy, leakage and contamination of seawater coming from boatyard area, causing pollution and damage to my vessel, intimidation by marina staff who tried to look like they were doing routine tasks, invasion of my privacy, failure to address my complaints. This all culminated with a forced entry by their bailiffs who had an incorrect document which had been put through money claims without proof and without correct details to an address which was known to be incorrect. This last event was the last straw. I was living on the vessel while this was happening. It affected all aspects of my life, my relationships, my business, my friendships, my well-being, my reputation, etc. Before the forced entry, I had a TV interview film me on board the vessel with its amazing, unique artwork and interior design, etc., which is valuable. The bailiff damaged the artwork when he forced entry and trespassed on the vessel. It was degrading and humiliating when he publicly forced his way onto the vessel. I tried to stop him. I told him that the document he momentarily let me see was wrong and had incorrect details, and that he did not have the right to enter or to take my possessions, etc. He was abusive and aggressive, and he was in my face, and he forced his arm through the canvas to grab a painting which was on the back seat. I tried to hold on to the painting, and the wrestle knocked me backwards, causing me to cut my skin on my shin. He then proceeded to take all of the paintings off the back of the boat and threw them carelessly onto the pontoon, stacking them disrespectfully. There were neighbours watching in the flats opposite. I called out to them to call the police. Mike Hatch was also present when the police arrived. Even though I told the police that the details on the document that the bailiff had in his pocket was incorrect, the police, after talking privately with Mike Hatch and the bailiff, decided that the bailiff was allowed to enter the vessel even though they did not look at the document or try to verify it. They did, however, take witness statements, and the police woman officer did take a photo of my injured shin, and she did tell me that I could press charges for the assault. I was given 1 hour to gather up my things and get off the boat. I put some things into suitcases and bags and removed them from the boat. The bailiff told me that he did not want the paintings, and he told me disrespectfully that I could keep my flip-flops. I put my cases in a neighbour's garden and I sat on the pontoon. I told them that it was my home and that I did not have anywhere else to go to. They said that the bailiff was going to move the boat with the marina staff and that they would use the goods to pay the alleged debt. I told the bailiff that I wanted a full itinerary of all of the items still on board before the vessel was moved. There was so much stuff still on board. It was my home and I had a lot of things on board. He went downstairs into the main cabin while I sat on the pontoon. When he came back up 10 minutes later, he told my catch that he couldn't do it. He made a phone call, which he said was to his superiors. He then had a private chat with my catch. The police left. I was then told by the bailiff and my catch that I had until midday the following day to pay or to have my vessel moved. The bailiff left. I told my catch that I wanted him to put it in writing. At first he said that he did not have a pen or paper on him. I insisted that he got one of his staff to bring him pen and paper from the office. He did what I requested and he wrote the ransom letter. The following day, after the deadline had expired, a different member of staff arrived by boat with 2 crew members of staff. They came alongside the vessel. Ropes were untied, an electric cable was disconnected, dinghy untied. Their intention was to tow my vessel. The senior member of staff told me that I had to get off the boat. He told me that they just wanted to move the boat to a different part of the marina. He was trying to be very nice and friendly. He was trying to make me believe that they were just wanting to move the boat. When I asked if I would still be allowed to get back onto the boat, my question was unanswered. I refused to get off the boat. Eventually, they tied the ropes back on and ceased to tow my boat. I did write a letter of complaint to head office after this incident. Yet again, no reply was received. The vessel was not under contract, and by tacit agreement, the marina allowed the vessel to stay there for free. I was not allowed to take my vessel from the marina. I was not allowed to sell my vessel with a broker because of the alleged debt. I was not allowed to enjoy the vessel or to properly use the services of the marina. Subsequent sabotages of sale of my vessel and arrest of my vessel, in addition to all of the other events and actions along with the Admiralty claim, all in all, it is tantamount to modern day piracy.